me to make this little robin bird for her, and it's been years. So this is kind of, okay, this is not really what she has, but I'm just showing you as an example that she has, like, I made a little tree, but the top of the tree has a couple of these little found, but anyway, it'll stand like this, and on this little guy. But she wants a robin, and she's been asking for it for years, and I feel horrible that I haven't made it yet, so this is like the perfect time to do it. What I have here is just a printout of some of the different angles of the bird, and then I did a little quick sketch, just like a you know, just like a cartoon, so I could just figure out like what needed to go where. So I'm going to have these next to me for reference, and let me get the colors ready, and we'll get going. Okay, so I am ready to go for this little bird here. I have some tools ready that I may or may not use, but tweezers, X-Acto knife. I have a couple nice ones that I like to use here. Some black rod. You know, it seems like the bird isn't just one color red, so I think I might maybe I'll make it out of these. And then a little bit of beak color, and then some other different kind of, that's that raven sky, a gray and a black. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. And then, of course, white stringer for those little bits around the eyes. Okay, so let me give me a moment to put this camera on this thing, and hopefully it'll go quicker than last time. So I'm going to talk a second about mandrels, and most of my mandrels are, of course, if I'm making a bead or something that has to not have the rod in it, I usually will apply the bead release in the center. That was how I was taught how to do it, and it is really the best way for me to make work on a mandrel. And but for today, I'm thinking about actually making it on the end of a mandrel, because I think it might work out a little better. Of course, it'll come off. I'm going to cover the whole top, so the hole's not going to actually go all the way through this little bird that we're going to make. So we're going to try this and see how it goes, but usually this is the way that I would do something that would need to be made into like a bead. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you real quick. Okay, so here I am getting ready to make this robin bird, and I have bundled up all of that red that I had, and I'm just slowly heating up the tip of the bundle. I don't like to waste any glass, so I'll pick that little bit up that fell off. And really, right now, I'm just spending time heating all those colors together, because I don't need a lot. I just need a little, just a little blob. Give them a little twist, and that is plenty for what I need. So we're going to go ahead and add this to the end of the mandrel, and then down further onto the mandrel. And that's all I'm going to need, because really the only part that is showing red is the belly. So at this point I'm going to shape that part for the belly to come out. Now I'm just using that graphite pad to help cool and shape it. And then a lot of the shaping is just done with gravity until I'm like, oh yeah, that looks like a robin bird belly. So now what I want to do is add the head, and I noticed that the robin bird's head is black, mainly. So I add a little bit of black to it until I feel like there's enough there. There's like the front part, or what would be the front part, I add right there. And I need to make a, not such a, well, what am I doing here? Oh, okay, well, I need to make a transition from the neck to the body. So I'm going to use this little piece of stringer to thicken up that transition from the neck area. It needs to be thicker, and that's all it needed. Just a little bit of black. Now I'm going to just pull a little spot out for where the beak is going to be. And here is where I'm going to just shape up a little bit with the mini mashers, and then I'm using that color Raven Sky to apply the wings with, because the bird's wings are dark, but it's a variety of color that I noticed in the pictures, and this actually worked out perfect. So I'm just trying to get the back covered and starting to add the wings. It's actually really simple. This is probably one of the simpler demos I will be doing for you guys. I'll shape it up a little bit with the knife. It's funny because right there I broke the mandrel, but it stayed on and I was so happy because I was about to flip. So what I'm doing here is just heating up where I can get to, carve in some of those wing areas. And then I need to use my little mashers to pull out and just pinch that tail out a little bit. And then I'm going to heat the end of the tail up, and I will trim it off with a scissor real quick here. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, so here is where I add little tiny white dots that I notice are on the face of the robins. And then on top of that, I'll add a little black dot, adding a little bit of texture. Okay, and here come the eyeballs, little teeny eyeballs. This is just a really simple bird, perfect for what my mom's needs are, because I know what her little tree looks like. Okay, here goes the beak. Just doing a bit more shaping, I guess. And just pull it out, and then I just continue to pull out until it's as good as it needs to be. It looks really good. I like that. So I think what's happening here, I'm adding a little bit of, I'm adding little feet. Got to add some feet. I couldn't add the long legs because for my mom it's actually sitting in a little treetop. So I'll add a few more just to make them a little, so you can see just a little bit more of the feet there. I'll use my butter knife to flatten them, and then I go in with the tweezers just to kind of not only make the tail look nice, but I also use them for the feet. Oh look, that's where I just cut the end of the tail off. Okay, now come the feet. There we go. And that's pretty much it. Into the box it goes, and we'll check that out in about 4 hours. Hey, little buddies. I wonder what Patrick's up to. What are you doing?
Well, I'm making a thing for another boom. I took a mic clip, just chopped it off,
Oh, cool.
and then can rest your
Ooh,
phone
I
right
like that.
there.
Yeah.
Rubber band like we've been doing.
It's all about the rubber band.
Yeah. Check out Woody over there. Woody's my cameraman.
Yeah, you know how to set it up, man. That is awesome. There's my ladies. Ooh, she's kind of twisted.
Aren't we all? I just gotta notch this. Wanna watch me do this?
Sure, why not?
Just a second.
However, you know how I am shaky.
There, now. Remember this? I made this steel bracket. This was a busted thing from work, and I just made a steel bracket instead of the plastic piece that busted in the center. So now it's like rock solid.
Okay.
Now,
Nice.
so then this will go on this.
Oh. Wow, that's perfect. Really like that.
So yeah, now we got
Nice.
now we have two working booms.
Oh, high five. Yay.
Because I'm gonna record me drawing the site plan for Mother Adelaide.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you are set up. Awesome.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, thanks for letting me know and everybody else know what's going on.
Check in later.
Check in later. All right, we'll do that. Well, that was fun, and I'm really excited about Patrick working on this new drawing. But let's hurry up and finish with this little glass bird. Take a second to show you guys the bird right on the mandrel. And here he is. And it's just a little bit of a twist to break that bead release off, and the bird will come right off. And then leave this here. I'll clean up anything on the bottom and maybe make another one or just send this right out to my mom ASAP because she really, really deserves it. Okay, so here's the finished bird, and what I am going to do to completely finish it is to remove all of the bead release using a diamond drill bit. Sometimes you can use water. There's many different ways to use a diamond drill bit. This is just the way I'm using it on this piece because there's extra stuff I have to clean out. And then I will clean it and package it and get it ready to ship out. And in the meantime, I just wanted to give a shout out to my parents. You guys, this video is totally dedicated to you guys. I love you guys. You've always been there for me. You're just, you know, my parents are two amazing individuals who have been there for me through thick and thin, always, always, always. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate them for that. Thank you so much. Okay, so I use the final cleaning with a little bit of alcohol, and it's ready to be packaged.